I think this man, I don't know if people know how great a fighter this man really was. I know you guys do. But
real quick, let me cut in. Right, so I told Zittel that I was going down to do a show with Mr. Barrera over there, and he said Showtime, SP, you gotta check it out. Watch this fight, watch that fight. I wasn't a true fan, and people should know this about me, of boxing in general. I didn't watch a lot of boxing growing up, but when this guy right here was just raving about that gentleman right there, and then I watched him, I said, oh, he was different. So go ahead, Zittel.
I mean, Marco, you got to like 43-0 or something, and you were the baby-faced assassin.
Years ago.
Yeah, but you were the baby-faced assassin, and he became champion at 122, and he had this fight with the gold medalist from L.A., Kennedy McKinney, former champion, the first fight ever that launched HBO's Boxing After Dark. An amazing fight with Kennedy McKinney. You remember he was saying, you think you could whoop me in my hometown? And then you punched him.
Yeah, I remember. I remember because I don't speak English. I am learning, but he told me, I don't know what he told me, but when he said, come on, ¿por qué me grita?
He was just like, why is he yelling at me out of nowhere? He's just coming over my face, just yelling at me. I don't understand what he's saying.
That happened to me with Wilder.
Nada más mi mamá y mi esposa, entonces me levanté y le tiré un golpe, cosa que no se ve hacer en el boxeo, pero eso hizo que hiciéramos una gran pelea.
I saw him getting rowdy, so I had to get up and just hit him with that right hand. It's something you should not be doing in a press conference, but it felt like it needed at that time.
And what was amazing about Marco, you talk to him, he's such a gentleman. He's such a nice man. And then he'd have these moments of fire, putting Naseem Hamed's face in the turnbuckle. I even liked when you headbutt Pacquiao. Because it was like, I can't deal with this guy right that was the fire inside of you. And I remember Prince Naseem Hamed reaching his glove out to you, and you just kept your hands up like, I'm not going to sucker punch you, but I'm giving you another 3 seconds. Put your damn hands up and let's keep fighting.
Es lo malo que tenemos los mexicanos, somos de sangre muy caliente. Me ha pasado en varias peleas. Prometí ya no ser así, pero ¿para qué prometo si ya me retiré?
That's the thing with those Mexicans, we're hot-blooded, so a little thing's going to get us going. I promised myself I was not going to be like that anymore, but I started doing it more and more fights, so I retire now, so there's nothing I can do.
But just anyway, to sum up all the praise I want to give Marco, he had about 2 or 3 career transformations. He fought Junior Jones, lost those fights, did better in the rematch, and then started unveiling this amazing jab and just got better as a boxer. He beat some of the greatest fighters, Eric Morales. His win over Prince Naseem Hamed, Crawford just had a masterpiece. That was a masterpiece. And it's one of the top 3 wins in Mexican boxing history. Pacquiao Marquez, Meldrick Taylor, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Marco Antonio Barrera, what he did to Prince Naseem Hamed on pay-per-view. People forget how often he wasn't just in the top 5 pound for pound, how often he was in the top 3 pound for pound throughout his career. So I think you're underrated. I think this is my take, Marco. As great as Julio is and as great as Canelo is, they skip over you, Salvador, Ruben Oliveras, Eric Morales, Salvador Sanchez, Juan Manuel Marquez. They skip over those guys a little too much. You guys are really great.
No, muchísimas gracias. Y efectivamente la pelea con Naseem Hamed, creo que fue lo que sucedió ayer Crawford con Saúl Canelo Álvarez. Fue la sorpresa que nadie esperaba. Y sí, México tiene una mesa redonda muy grande de boxeadores mexicanos y estoy muy contento de permanecer en esa mesa y a que a toda la gente le haya gustado el estilo de Marco Antonio Barrera.
Thank you for your words, and I do think that my victory over Naseem Hamed was in the same accomplishment as this Canelo win. Somebody that didn't think they were going to win, they didn't really have that much chances. I think it's a clear sign of how history can repeat itself. I'm very happy for the crowd to have me here, and it was a great fight last night as well.
I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I want your thoughts on the fight just last night. But y'all know that I'm all about motivation. I'm all about inspiration. I have a young lady coming to the podcast before we get out of here. Not yet, but I told her when she came in here, I said, this is my job. My job is to extend my blessing. If I don't extend my blessing to someone else, then what's the point of me being blessed in the first place? So I know that Shawn has had plenty of opportunities to speak with Marco, but for me to have the opportunity for him to sit next to you for this time, this moment, this is my way of extending my blessings to everyone that I come in contact with. That being said, what did you think about the fight last night? Just give me your thoughts before it started and give me your thoughts after it ended.
Bueno, yo primero no le daba oportunidad a Crawford porque decía son 14 libras las que va a subir. No es fácil pelear con 14 libras. Yo pensé que del 1 al 5 podía ser la pelea o dar la sorpresa, pero me sorprendió por el extraordinario estilo de guardia zurda que Saúl no pudo encontrar en 12 rounds.
Before the fight, I didn't give Crawford a lot of credit, a lot of chance to win because of the weight difference. However, what my initial thought was he's gonna do good from the first round to the 5th round, and then he's gonna start tiring out. We saw the opposite. He did not stop. He did not stop coming. So I gave Crawford all the props, all the credit, and he proved me wrong.
What did you think of how Canelo performed? Could he have done anything better? And do you feel did he leave anything in the ring?
Yo creo que para Canelo tenía que haber arriesgado más. Si me doy cuenta que no puedo cerrar el estilo zurdo, pues me hubiera arriesgado a aventarme encima de él, a intentar intercambios de golpes, pero la inteligencia que usó Crawford, creo que hoy por hoy se ganó todo mi respeto, bueno, aparte de mi cariño que siempre lo ha tenido, pero boxísticamente llegó a la cumbre de lo que es su carrera.
I think Canelo would have done a little better if he would risk a little bit more, go to the pressure fight in a phone booth as he was getting a little bit of Crawford in those exchanges. I think that that southpaw stance kind of complicated things for Canelo, and if he can't figure it out, then he got to adapt, change, be a little bit more aggressive. That's what I think he would have done a little bit better. But then again, Crawford being an amazing fighter than he is, being so smart and technical. You're asking a little too much to figure it out, Crawford.
As a legend of the sport, obviously you give credit to Crawford last night. Are there any other fighters that you especially enjoy watching nowadays?
Aparte de Crawford, bueno, era Canelo. Las dos peleas que se aventó B-Ball con Welterweight. Actualmente el boxeo creo que los promotores están dando boxeo de muchísima calidad. Y en una función, por ejemplo, la de ayer, hubieron 4 peleas buenísimas. Entonces yo creo que ahora sí estamos empezando a disfrutar el boxeo.
I think boxing's in a good place right now. We see a lot of fighters fighting each other, which is something that we were asking for in the past years. So we saw Bivol better BF twice. That's a fight that the crowd has been asking for years. So I think we are watching some amazing fighters right now that it's hard to pinpoint one as we're getting them all.
I know you like a new way. I know you like a new way. Won today. A new way won today.
Yeah.
Sí, Noé también sí.
How do you feel about Canelo not having fought Benavidez at 68, a fight we'll likely never see now? I'm not even gonna set you up with this direct question. I just like to know how you feel about that decision.
Te voy a decir como aficionado. Como aficionado, sí me hubiera gustado ver esa pelea. Yo creo que Benavidez tiene ese estilo de ataque que nos gustaría ver a Canelo Álvarez a tú por tú. Ojalá que todavía nos la regalen. Y si no, yo creo que nos va a quedar a deber a los aficionados ese tipo de peleas porque pues estamos acostumbrados a ver guerras arriba del ring en México.
I'm going to tell you, as a fan, I would love to watch that fight. I think both styles would have clashed very nicely and we would have seen an amazing fight. I don't think that fight is going to happen anymore, but if I'm speaking as a fan, I would love to still see it.
Does that detract from Canelo's legacy? Because just literally deciding, I'm not going to take that challenge.
No le quita el legado porque realmente lo que él hizo en esa división, welter, super medio, ningún mexicano lo vamos a hacer, somos chiquitos. Entonces, él ya está en un lugar de la historia, pero en el boxeo te debes al público y si nosotros los aficionados la pedíamos, nos la debería de regalar, yo creo.
Not really. I mean, if you see his accomplishment, he's done what no other Mexican has done, and I don't think another Mexican is gonna come close to doing it soon. You know, look at us. We're small guys. So I don't think it affects his legacy at all. However, as a fan, asking for that fight, it's something that I would love to see, love to keep asking for, because as a fan watching him not take the fights that the public wants, it does affect him a little bit. In accomplishment wise, I don't think so.
And the last one from me. Where Canelo is now is kind of undefined. He's got no world titles. He's not obviously going to fight Benavidez. I don't know if a rematch is in the offing. What would you like to see him do? Or if you had an opportunity to advise him right now, what direction would you advise him to go in?
Bueno, yo lo primero que haría era decir, me voy a olvidar de lo que ha dicho Benavidez, le voy a demostrar arriba del ring, me gustaría ver esa pelea y decirle que pues nos la regale a todos los fans. Ojalá que en un futuro no muy largo nos la pueda regalar Saúl Canelo Álvarez, porque es un gran peleador, claro.
If I was him, I would go down with the Benavidez way. I would come back in a great style, proving the public that I'm going to be the monster people have been asking for years. That's what I would do if I was Canelo.
Why do you think you've been so neutral about all this? So I'm sorry to get you in it, but Terrible and Dinamita and Canelo, they don't like each other. There's no tension. Why do you think that is? What's the tension there between these Mexican greats?
No sé, de repente los mexicanos somos un poco difíciles, somos complicados, pero sí efectivamente no hay esa relación. Yo hablé con Juan Manuel Márquez, yo pensé también lo mismo, que no éramos amigos, hasta que él me dijo que él me había llamado cuando peleé con el Terrible Morales, que yo había sido el que no había seguido la amistad. Entonces, somos complicados los mexicanos, pero vamos a empezar a aceptarnos entre nosotros.
I don't know why we don't like each other. You know, boxers are stubborn, especially Mexican fighters are even more stubborn. So it's an unspoken thing that nobody really knows about. There was this instance with Juan Manuel Marquez where he told me that we saw each other at the lobby and we didn't make eye contact. We avoided each other. I don't remember that at all. So it's a lot of he say, they say. There's a lot of people around it. I think that's more that affects more the relationship than the fighters itself.
Would you like to see them all embrace each other? Because they're all a part of this great boxing history and lineage.
Me encantaría que todos nos lleváramos bien. De hecho, yo tengo muchos buenos amigos sin agraviar y todos son o estadounidenses, filipinos. Hablando de, perdón, voy a hacer una pequeña pausa. Me gustaría ver si nos podemos poner de pie y darle un aplauso a Hatton, que murió en la madrugada.
Before I answer that question, I would love to just have a little standing silence for Hatton, which we got the news this morning. So if that's okay, we'll just stand for a second, get a little silence for him.
Marco, thank you for joining the PorterWay Podcast, sir.
Could I add one more thing about Ricky with him?
Go for it.
Marco was Ricky's favorite fighter. You were his favorite fighter. You guys even had an exhibition together.
We are friends. We stay many years together. He come in my fights. The last time I stayed with him in Canastota, New York, he called me, please, you need to come in because what I go to do? I stay 5 days in New York with him. It's for that. Was my good friend.
God bless him, huh? Rest in peace.
Last one before you let him go, and also before we take a break. But Junior, I'm not gonna act like you're not right there. We heard your dad's voice all day. I know you enjoy traveling with your dad, everything that you guys do together. Tell everybody your thoughts on the fight last night, and then tell everybody where they can find the podcast that you guys do together.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sean, for having us. I thought it was there we go. There we go. Hey, you became an overnight celebrity on Twitter. It's so fun to see. I mean, I think we saw something historic. Truly, I think Crawford just made history in ways that we never thought possible to witness in this lifetime, at least, in my opinion. It was an incredible accomplishment. All props to Canelo. He went there, tried his best. You just can't figure out someone that just refused to be figured out. It's completely It's completely historic what I saw. I was completely amazed by both sides. I thought it was a great effort, and yeah, it was a great fight, and I would love to see where both of them go. Even if they retire, I think rightfully.
Yeah. And then tell everybody where they can find the podcast.
Yeah, so we have a podcast. My father has a podcast. It's called Un Round Más, One More Round. It's on YouTube. Yeah, you can find us on all social medias way by the same name, Un Round Más.